Claude made a revolution in the AI space. It is going to change lots of things for everyone and also for YouTubers. It is not the typical ask a question, get an answer AI tool type like ChatGPT. It comes with much more powerful features than a normal chatbot cannot do. You can build an automated workflow with Claude that solves your consistency problem and speed problem while creating content and YouTube videos. So if that's something interesting for you, let's begin the video. So firstly, what makes Claude so different than regular AI chatbots like ChatGPT? Most creators today use ChatGPT like this. They ask a question to get an answer. They ask for video ideas, writing an outline, maybe writing a script. And they repeat the process for every video again and again. ChatGPT is helpful to speed up the content creation process, that's correct, but it is still not automated. Basically, everything depends on your input, what prompts you write, and human presence. You have to be personally there while using these AI tools. But Claude is now entirely different. It can do lots of things that a normal AI bot can't do. It can create, edit, or delete files that are directly in your computer. It can automate tasks in the background so you can do something else while it is working in the background. It can schedule tasks and continues to work even while you are away from your computer. So instead of just using AI like an assistant, you can start using it with Claude to build automated workflows for creating YouTube videos. And all of this power comes from the new Claude features that they have shipped in a couple of weeks ago. So let's look at closer some of its most powerful features. The first one is Claude Cowork. The Cowork feature allows Claude to access and work with your files, folders, and do operations on them. For a YouTuber, that means you can do some research and store the results in a folder. Later, Claude can read your research file to generate notes, titles, and outlines, and also it can create and save it as a new file. The next powerful feature is skills. Skills are like well-defined prompts, rules, and definitions for complex tasks. But the great part is you define them only once. Instead of writing the same prompt again and again, you simply call that skill and it will start working. For example, I created here a thumbnail generation skill. You can see the description, all of the rules and further details down below. When I want to use it, simply we type the name followed by the slash, call it, and it will start working. That's it. It already knows what it needs to do, so I don't have to write the same prompt again and again every single time. So the thumbnail generation skill includes all the necessary steps, descriptions, and rules to create a thumbnail in Canva. Now, if I prefer, I can get instructions only from Claude to create better thumbnails myself, or I can ask Claude to create a thumbnail for me in Canva. The only necessary thing we need to do here is to connect Claude with Canva. And for that, we have the next feature called connectors. Connectors simply allow Claude to connect with other apps and tools. For example, you can connect your calendar, Google Drive, some documents, Canva, and many other apps that you can find here. If you connect Google Drive, Claude can read and access your files in your Google Drive. It can update them and organize your content in your Google Drive. The next feature is scheduling. This feature is very helpful for automation. Scheduling allows Claude to run tasks automatically, and the best part is you don't have to be in front of your computer. For example, you can set something like, for example, every Monday morning, find trending topics in my niche and save 10 video ideas. So Claude will run the task, generate ideas even before you wake up. The only requirement here is that your computer has to be on. If you turn it off, then it is not going to work. This feature can save significant time because you don't have to be actively working to do something. If you set a task once and schedule it, it will keep working while you are doing something else. Desktop and dispatch. This feature is very new and it is extremely powerful. With Claude Cowork and Code, you can handle specific files in your computer. But if you use the desktop feature, then you are giving complete access to your computer. Now here comes the most interesting part. It can use your mouse and your keyboard like a real person to finish a task in your computer. Of course, this feature needs to be carefully handled because there might be some security or privacy issues. And there's also dispatch. With the dispatch feature, you can give instructions from your phone to Claude that works in your computer. For example, when you are outside, you can write a short message to Claude and ask to finish a simple task like sending you a document or maybe exporting your finished video and it will do that, so you don't have to be actively waiting for the export to be finished. So these Claude features are all very new, and there is not much documentation yet, but we can see that it already made a revolution that will probably change lots of things in a very short time period. It's a complete different system. It is not just another AI tool. Once I have more information about Claude, I will keep you informed. So please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned.